In spontaneous reproduction of fish, the gametes from males and females are released in the medium where fertilization occurs. The specificity of fish sperm is that in the seminal fluid, sperm is unmotile. When sperm is released in the medium, seawater triggers motility, which concerns maximum sperm at the same time, and the motility is characterized by the number of motile sperm, but also by the velocity of spermatozoa and the shape of the trajectory. Moreover, as you can see, there is a rapid decrease of motility with time. Another interesting point is that the movement of flagellum is not symmetric, so that the trajectory will not be straightforward. As an illustration of this, you can see a model of motility of sperm, showing the movement of the side to side of the head of spermatozoa, but also the trajectory, which can be characterized through different parameters, such as the VCL, curvilinear velocity, which is the instant speed of sperm, taking into account all the movement of the head of spermatozoa. The VAP, which is average path velocity, which is the speed of spermatozoa on a smooth trajectory. And finally, there is a VSL, or straight line velocity, which represents the straightforward movement of spermatozoa. How to proceed to study sperm? First of all, it's possible to collect sperm by the gentle pressure of the abdomen of the fish after wiping the area of gonopore, and we can take sperm with a syringe. Then it will be possible to dilute sperm in a non-activating medium in which sperm is not motile. Then it's possible to add seawater to activate sperm, and at the same time we launch a video record, so that it's possible to get a movie of the activation and the development of motility of sperm. Then it will be possible to study the shape of the decrease of motility through parameters such as the number of motile sperm and some velocity characteristics through analysis of small sequences at different times post-activation. And this motility will be analyzed using the CASA system. And now we'll see how to proceed practically. In the movie we will present how we activate sperm in order to get good movies for CASA analysis, computer sperm movement analysis. So for this we begin by focusing the microscope in a preset cell. The cell we use are something like that, with a slide with cover slip and special little holes which allow to deposit sperm. Then, when the system is pre-focused, we shall fill tubes with 1 milliliter activating medium, which is seawater with bovine serum albumin. Then we'll take the pre-diluted sperm and we shall take the adapted volume and this volume will be deposited on the wall of the tube with no contact with seawater. We see the drop. Okay. Then we shall go to the microscope. So no contact between sperm and seawater. And here we will activate sperm by shaking the tube, and I have to change here the place for the sperm here, and then I just shake the tube and deposit a drop in the right place in an antifilm, and then you can see there the movement of spermatozoa. In that case, this sperm is not very good, since there is a lot of unmotile sperm. And we record the movie until all movement cease. Okay. How to analyze sperm motility using ImageJ. First of all, we have a video record starting just at the activation time of sperm. This is the phase of sperm settlement in the field of observation, and then we can see the movement of sperm. In fact, to analyze this video, we will assess the motility of sperm on periods of 2 seconds, taken at 10 seconds post-activation, then each minute after activation. So let's go back to the desktop. We open ImageJ, then we drag the video and drop it in the window of ImageJ. The first question which is asked is the first frame of the sequence we want to analyze and the last frame. In our case, I said that we shall start the first analysis at 10 seconds post-activation, that is to say 300 frames at 30 frames per second, so 300. And the last frame will be 2 seconds later, so it will be 60 images later, that is to say 360. The analysis will be processed using grayscale images, so convert to grayscale. Okay. So the sequence to be analyzed is that one. The first step will be to transform this image, which is a grayscale image, in a binary image, that is to say, with interesting and not interesting point. The spots which are interesting are white in this condition. So the first step will be to contrast the image. So let's go to Image, Adjust, Brightness and Contrast. I will put a maximum contrast and decrease the brightness to that point where the background appears black and the sperm white. This is just a picture, the properties of which are not modified. And now we'll modify the properties so as to get a binary image. We have to apply this to all the sequence, that is to say all 61 slices. Yes? Okay. Then the next step is to transform the image in a binary image, binary sequence, in which points are interesting or not interesting. To do that, we go to Image and with Threshold, adjust Threshold, the image in interesting points, which are colored in red, and not interesting, which are other. In that case, for example, if I increase the zone of interest, which starts from the white and go to the black, you can see that at the extremity, all the pixels are taken into account for the analysis. If I decrease, only points in red are taken into account. So we can accept this, so apply, and apply it to each image. OK. And now we have a binary image sequence to be analyzed. So now let's go to plugins, open the Casa plugin, for which some parameters have to be set. And we begin by the minimum size of sperm, let's say 15, for example, 15 pixels. The maximum sperm size, let's say 500, in order to be sure to get all the huge particles which are considered as sperm. The minimum track length in frames has to be chosen. The minimum track length will be 15 images. Since we have 60 images to make a sequence, we consider that if a sperm is visible and motile for a quarter of the sequence, it will be OK. Then the maximum velocity between frames in pixels is the distance for which the software will search for the next position of the spermatozoa in the next frame. After some experience, we can say that 25 will be OK. Then, as we saw, there is a movement of sperm which is not motility but just drift. After some trials, we can consider that the motility of this sperm is around 60 micrometers per second. So I will put that as minimum straight line velocity, minimum average path velocity, and minimum curvilinear velocity. So the points which are at this speed will not be considered as motile sperm. We know that the frame rate of the video was 30 images per second, and after a calibration we know that in this image it's 460 micron per 1000 pixels. Let's say OK, and finally I want to get the characteristics of sperm printed on result. Click on OK, and in that case we obtain the curves, the tracks of sperm, and the results in this frame. Let's go to the picture and increase by just clicking ++ on the keyboard, and you can see that there are black tracks and gray tracks. The gray tracks correspond to the sperm, which are just moving by drift, the other being black. Let's go now to the results. Here you have the results which are written as text. I will select all and then transfer this data to an Excel file. Copy. Paste. When the data are an Excel file, we go to Data, Convert, and convert this in delimited. The data are separated by a space, so let's just say space. And then we can work on the last line like that, which is a little longer, and put it, just shift it on the left. In that case, Control+, we have here, according to the documentation of Wilson, Liddy and Inkerman, on this first column, the percentage of motile sperm. Then, the next column, this is the curvilinear velocity. then the average path velocity, VAP, then the straight line velocity, then the linearity, then other parameters of less interest for us due to the fact that we don't use a very high-speed camera, and finally here the number of analyzed particles. The last point to be considered is that these are individual data for sperm, and the last line here represents the median of the previous values. So we can consider both points, statistical analysis using all the sperm or just the median of the system. So this is for the first time, so we can add a column which say that all these values are for 10 seconds. And we can go to 1 minute, for example, and go back to image A in order to go on with the next analysis for 1 minute. We can delete this one and drag and drop. The first frame will be 1 minute, so it's 60 seconds at 30 images per second, so it will be 1800. And the last one will be 1860. We always convert to grayscale, okay. And let's go to the analysis. In that case, if we have a look to the movie, there are still some drift on sperm, and this drift, with my experience, will be around 25 micrometers per second. So we do the analysis as previously described. So image, adjust brightness and contrast, maximum contrast, decrease brightness, okay, apply to all the images, then image, adjust the threshold. As you see, we have a direct, correct selection of particles, so we can apply to all images. Then we go to plugins, CASA, and put the same settings. So it was 15, 500, minimum track length was 25. The minimum track length was 15. The maximum velocity was 25. Then now we'll put only 25 micrometers per second for the drift to detect what is not active sperm. Okay, then as usual we have to go there and put 30 images per second for the movie running. The calibration was 460 micron per pixel, and finally we have to put 1 to print motion data. And let's say OK. This is the new image with non-motile sperm, which are represented here, and these are the tracks of motile sperm. And if we go to results, the new results are here. We can select them, copy them to the Excel file, OK, and put them here. And we have just to change this. And so on. So you can see here the decrease of motility, which was 76% 10 seconds after activation, and after 1 minute there is a decrease down to 45%. And you can continue the analysis using this protocol and establish the curves of sperm decrease without any problem. And characterize sperm for analytical study about dilution, cryopreservation, and all that type of activities. In relation to sperm management. Thank you very much.